Hey, what is going on, everybody? You're back with The Real PG for another NBA player prop video for today, Monday, January the 30th. Before we get into the video, if I could please ask you to smash that like button. If not subscribed to the channel, please get subscribed and hit the bell button for the most up-to-date information on player line movement, player injuries, and anything else in regards to today's slate. Before we get into the picks, if I could have you check out 3 links in the description section below. First one is to the free Discord. A little over 1,000 people right now talking NBA, NFL, NHL, Prizepicks, TheReal, you name it, 24 hours a day. Tons of value to be had here. Come check this out on your own time, guys. People dropping plays, dropping ideas in here 24/7, so definitely come check it out. Second link is going to be to the paid Patreon if that is something you are interested in. There is 2 tiers right now, base tier and all access VIP tier. You can read about the differences on the Patreon site. And then the very last tab is going to be to Thrive Fantasy, my partner site, where if you do go sign up and you deposit with my promo code capital letters PG, make a $20 deposit, you will get your money doubled. You can deposit as much as you would like. They will match 100% up to 100. So would say to take full advantage of that, but all you need for the required promotion is $20. So that 20 will become 40. All you need to do is, like I said, deposit with the promo code, make the $20 deposit. You will get your money doubled, and then you will also get my Patreon for free until February the 19th. This promotion started back on January the 19th, so it was a 30-day promotion from the start. The sooner you sign up, the more free Patreon you will get. So pretty simple, guys. After you've done those steps of depositing with my promo code as a new user, obviously, if you've already gotten one of the promos, you cannot do it again. Once you've done that, head on to my Discord, send me a DM letting me know you've taken care of it, and then within the day I will get you added into the Thrive Patreon promo, where I literally will be taking screenshots and sending them directly from Patreon, as that is the only way to do it without you guys actually signing up for Patreon. So do got that worked out for you. Give it a shot. I highly recommend it. Best payouts in the industry, as well as probably the best bankroll building site out there. Alright, guys, let's hop into the picks. Take a look at 2 over on Thrive. The first one we're looking at is Darren Fox, PRA over 35.5 points, rebounds and assists. Let's take a look at Darren's matchup today. So we have got, let's take a look. Where are they at? There we go. So we've got Darren Fox facing up in Minnesota tonight against the Timberwolves. Let's take a look at what his matchup looks like, point guard versus the T-Wolves, and what they're giving up over the course of the season at least. So as far as points goes to the point guard position, it is actually a very good matchup at 25.73 points per game given up to the point guard. Let's check the last 7, where they have also struggled at even more at 28.33 points per game. So along with this, you could look at the points, but they do only offer the PRA over here, along with the 5.26 rebounds they give up and 7.89 per assist per game. I think Darren should have no problem covering 35.5 if he does get in this 26 to 30 point range for scoring, which is very viable. Let's take a look at his history against them. So we will just pull up a new tab quick. Darren. Alright, let's take a look at what he has done in the past couple games against them. So in totals of 35, 36, 35, 37, and 39 minutes, he has given us PRA totals of 38 cashing, 38 cashing, 43 and cashing, 34 and missing by a hook here back in 2021, and 42 and cashing. So he's hit strong in 4 or 5. Let's take a look at where he will be playing tonight, which is going to be a road game. So let's take a look what Darren has been doing on the road as far as PRA and points go this year. So if we're looking strictly at Darren's points on the road, the matchup is great for the threes, apparently. He has not been getting to this 25.5 line on the points alone a lot. Let's take a look at the PRA. That does look a little better. Granted, it's not much better, but against the teams that he should have taken care of business of against, including Minnesota, being the last game he just played on 128, I do see him being able to repeat a similar performance, as well as most everybody in that game to have relatively similar performances. It was just a couple of days ago, just a swap of venue. We can look at Darren's threes. That has nothing of interest there. And I don't think there's really any other better way to take him. So on the road, he's not quite as strong as what he is at home, but he has at least gotten within the hook 1-2 times out of the, that would make 4 cashes, 2 hooks, and 1 miss on the last 7 away games. So don't hate that. Let's bump the minutes up to like 32 and see where he'd be looking like. So if we get 32 minutes tonight, again, he has no games under really 18 points. If we bump him 34, which is probably about what he'll really see, he becomes a 7 out of 10 over the last 10 games, dating back through November now. But this would put him in as an implied favorite of minus 233 based off this information. If we round these numbers nice and smooth over the full season, he's been averaging 28.5 points. 28.5 points over the last 10, 29 over the last 5, and 29 versus Minnesota. And as far as the PRA at those minutes, it looks even better at 8 out of 10 with an implied minus 400 betting odds. Implied odds, not the actual odds, guys. Implied odds. So actual odds are about even money according to this, which I would definitely be using Pinnacle in their lines, like I said. But if we did look again at Darren's minutes in these games, he had 35, 36, 35, 37. So I did set it just short of that at 34. And this is what we came up with. He has hit in 80% of those games on the road. Everyone available playing those kind of minutes. So I do think this is a relatively strong play. So we'll move on from this one and take a look at play number 2, which we're going to be looking at the same game, just the opposing side, and we're going to be looking at D'Lo. So let's pop DAngelo up. Don't have my normal desk to be typing on a cardboard box. Okay, so D'Lo over the past 2 games this year that you've seen him. Actually, only one of these games was this year. So, and that was just the other day where he dropped in 37 minutes, dropped off 25 points, going 8 for 14 from beyond the arc, 7 for 9 beyond the arc, even better. And 6 assists. The game prior, he dropped 29 and 10 assists. So let's see if they did have it was the PR 26.5, so he cleared it basically in points alone in the last 2. Prior to that, he has missed, but then again, prior to that would be looking 2 seasons back, not the same player, not the same teams, nothing to even go off. D'Lo has been running very good lately. Let's take a look at his home stats, as they will obviously have the home side of this game. Let's take a look over at DAngelo Russell. Minus 125 betting favorite. Let's spot him over to home. And look at that, guys. So for his PRA as well as his PA, that one he actually had a hook short on PA, but we don't have a PRA offer. So we do have a PR offer over here at 22.5, I believe. It might be at 23.5 actually. Let's double check that. because that is foul when you want just points and you're forced to taking points, assists, or points, rebounds, and you wind up on the wrong one. So we're going to make sure we can do everything in our power for that not to happen. So he would need technically 4 rebounds to cash. Let's see what D'Lo has been doing as far as the rebounds go, as far as the matchup goes for rebounds. So DAngelo Russell rebounds have been at 2, 4, 1, 4, 3, 3, 3, 5. Kind of in the wheelhouse of what we need, but the assists have been a lot more consistent at 6'10", 7'7", 9'6". Low side is 6 there, obviously, and if we can get, even that would require a 20-point game out of him, basically. I think we can get there, guys. I think that's probably the best look we're going to get on D'Lo. We cannot get the actual points for him over here, unfortunately. So we also cannot get just straight Ant Edward points. Otherwise, I would go that route. But everything with him is also mixed in some way, shape, or form. The other one I was looking at would be Kuzma, but I wanted his straight points also, so I have no interest there. So we're just going to send through Darren Fox and DAngelo Russell's. Darren Fox PRA, D'Lo's PA. And that's all we're going to send through for tonight, guys, over on Thrive as of right now. Let's head over to Prizepicks. And we're going to take a look. We're going to throw those same 2 plays in, obviously. We're going to take D'Lo's straight points, like I had mentioned. We're going to take Darren Fox's PRA again at 35.5. We're also going to throw in 2 more plays, like I did mention, Ant Edwards straight points, as well as Kyle Kuzma's. Let's take a look at these matchups real quick. So Kyle Kuzma, we've got Porzingis looking to be on probably limited minutes today, I'm assuming. Keep look on that yourself and make notes of that, because if he does play full minutes, this could change things. But you got the power forward versus the Spurs. Let's take a look over the last 7 where that would put them. Points for the power forward over the last 7 against the Spurs. It's about a top 10 matchup at 23.88 over the season. It is a number 1 matchup at 23.92. So nothing has really changed as far as the amount of points they're giving up. The PRA actually might not be a bad look based on the season totals, but when we look at the last 7 totals, they're not quite as friendly across the board, though the rebounds are pretty cracking. And even though Darren is not a big rebounding point guard. So I personally would probably just round out the PRA to be safe. So yeah, that's where we're at on those. And then we will take a look at Ant Edwards quick. Also, Kyle Kuzma's point history against these guys. He's only played them twice as the Wizard. One time was 3 seasons back. The other one was not this season, but last season. And he did drop 36 points. It looks like it was probably an overtime game. It was a double OT game. Let's look at, he did play 46 minutes. Starting lineup was Kuzma, KCP, Neto, Kispert, and Gafford. So that's not really a best sample. These other games are a lot older, also not providing great samples, but based on what we know Kyle Kuzma has been doing lately, if we take a look at Kuzma, when he is playing from the road at his points, so Kuz on the road as of late, not the greatest thing I've ever seen, except for all this screen over here. The matchup is incredibly sweet. And like I said, I think he should be getting some extra run as a big with limited Kristaps today. So let's take a look at Kyle's PRA. Doesn't look much better. PR, same. See, unfortunately, he's another one of those players that just doesn't quite have it on the road like he does at home. The RA doesn't look terrible, to be 100% honest, nor do those 3-pointers look incredible, actually. Does he have a 3-point prop over here? Let's see. Mr. Kyle Kuzma. He does have a 3-point prop. So let's see what he has done in the past for these guys as far as his threes. So Kyle Kuzma. Oof, ugly. 3 1 1 1 1 2 0 1 2. But again, all these games are old. In the most recent game, which was not this season but last season, believe he did get there and hit that 3 out of 5. So if we look at the volume he is actually taking on just his actual game log of this year, you will see it is quite different. 9 attempts, 13 attempts, 10 attempts, 11 attempts, 12, 12, 10. So over the last 7 games, he has not gone under double digits more than 1 time. He has only missed this prop 2 times, and those were both on the hook. So I have no problem with that. If we look at where he falls as far as positionally, over the last 7, and Edwards would be the shooting guard. We're looking at 3-pointers made versus against the Sacramento. Oh, so they do pop on this one at 3.52 3-pointers made per game to the. Oh, we're looking at Kuzma, not Ant Edwards, guys. I'm sorry. So Kuz should be a power forward. So let me just double check this quick. Make sure I am putting all this over correctly. Alright, so yeah, power forward versus the Spurs. And for 3-pointers, it's also just as good. It's not quite as good at 2.85, but they're also a top 10 matchup in the league. It's actually about a top 6 matchup, top 7 matchup in the league. But I think either way, with a little bit lower at 2.85, I think that's still fine. So we will go ahead and add his threes to my list. These are just some first looks. Alright, so that is what I'm going to be leaving you guys today. Back over on Thrive again, it was Darren Fox PRA as well as D'Lo's PA. And then on Prizepicks, we ended up going with your choice between Kyle Kuzma's points and his 3-pointers. Darren Fox PRA, DAngelo Russell's 19.5 points, as well as Anthony Edwards' straight points over 27.5. Wish you the best luck if you're tailing today, guys. Again, check out the sites in the links below in the description section. Lots of value to be had there. Again, when you sign up on Thrive with my promo code and do deposit $20, you will get free Patreon until the 19th, as well as 100% match on your money. Just sign up, take care of that, and head over to the Discord and send me a DM, and I will have you in by the next day. Alright, guys, wish you the best of luck and peace.